Cybersecurity Risk Assessment, presented by Team Australia. In this presentation, we will discuss the following topics: authentication, authorization, and access control, current weaknesses, attack vectors, attribution analysis, vulnerability metrics, recommendations, and we will also look at the references. Authentication is the process of verifying the identity of an individual or system to ensure that they are who they claim to be. It is a fundamental component of security system and it helps to protect against unauthorized access and data breaches. Some methods of authentication are you have the knowledge-based authentication method, token-based authentication, and you have biometrics. And also, authentication is an important part of access control that contributes to the security of data and systems. Authorization is the process of granting or denying access to specific resources or functionalities based on the privileges assigned to a user or to a system. It also ensures that only authorized individuals or entities can perform certain actions or can access certain information within a system. At different levels, including the operating system level, the application level, and the database level, authorization can be applied. Access control is not complete without authorization, which promotes data and system security. Access control determines who can access specific resources residing on the network. It is a crucial aspect of information security because it serves to maintain the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and systems. Therefore, organizations should thoroughly evaluate the various available access control models and select the model that provide the necessary level of security. There are various medias through which risk or vulnerability can be introduced within a system. And some of these are you have personnel, technology, and policy. Looking at the personnel aspect, the lack of training among personnel can create risk or introduce vulnerabilities within the system. And also the introduction of outside technology within the system network or company network can bring about risk or vulnerability within a security system. Looking at technology, updated software and hardware can create vulnerabilities within a system. This can create security control breaches, increase the risk of human error, and fail to keep up with evolving security threats, making them a significant security risk. Lack of device and security policies can also bring about risk, and also bring your own device policy if not addressed can bring about vulnerability or risk within a system. Part of method used by attackers to access or exploit vulnerabilities in a system or network is known as attack vector. There are various categories through which an attack vector can occur. It can occur through hardware, software, telecommunication, operating system, or even human factor. Identifying and attributing cyber attacks or incidents to specific individual groups or organizations is known as attribution analysis. It is complex and challenging and involves collecting and analyzing various types of data and evidence to establish the origin and the responsible party behind an attack. It often relies on a combination of technical intelligence and investigative techniques. On this slide, we'll be discussing the vulnerability assessment matrix. And here you can see the current risk and emerging risk. And for the vulnerabilities, you see the different methods through which vulnerabilities can occur, the categories, the threats, the date published, the attack vectors, the impact and assessment, even if it's low, high, or medium, and the various ways through which these vulnerabilities can be mitigated. During the assessment of risk and vulnerabilities, the following are recommended. System and software should be updated with the most recent security patches. Firewalls and network segmentation to limit access to sensitive systems should be used. And securely transport and store sensitive data. Create an incident response strategy to handle and lessen security occurrences. And also review and update all vulnerability management programs on a regular basis. Here is a list of references from which more can be researched on or more can be read on concerning the vulnerability risk assessment. Thank you.